I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, your presence. Oh,
Hello, I'd like to talk to you a few minutes about the greatest purpose that one can ever have in life. You ever thought what your purpose is? Why you are here? What your aim and goals are in life? Is it money? Is it power? Is it accumulation of properties? Beautiful family? Beautiful home? Many trips? All those just come and go. Isn't the greatest thing that we really want to experience and to live out is love? One of the Pharisees who was a lawyer asked Jesus, according to Matthew 22, what is the greatest commandment of all? You know, they had 10 and they had 900 plus to help them to try to understand just the 10. He wanted to know what was the greatest one of them all. Jesus simply said, well, it's all summarized in this. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and your neighbor as yourself. On these depend all of the law, love of God, and love of self. It's all about love. So what is love? Who is love? I believe it's our very essence at the deepest sense. God is love. God is in us, that Atman, that spirit, Brahman, mind, whatever you want to call it. That's who we are at our deepest sense, is love. So how we define that? It's our self. When we love another one, as we love ourself, that's our higher true self. That's defined in 1 Corinthians as patience, forbearance, overlooking faults, always pointing out and seeing the good in others and in ourselves, forgiving and letting go of that which is just ephemeral. Because if we are spirit, one with God in our essence, beyond the body, beyond the gender, beyond the nationality, we've gone through that before, beyond all of our accumulations, then we are eternal. The body they may kill, but the spirit abideth still. That's who we are. That's how we can identify with that love, and that every moment, every day, every hour is an opportunity to experience it and to grow in that. Because love does not attack, love does not manipulate, control, own, but love is able to live freely, not controlling, but just let it be. You probably have all heard that song, Just Let It Be. One of my friends, Dr. David Pliss, recently wrote a reflection on this similar passage, and he sent this to me, and I'd like to share. It's beautiful, describing what we are as the beloved, which is really, he says, the meaning of David, beloved, be love, that's who we are. These are some of the descriptions of what is true love. Where there is love, there are no demands, no expectations, no dependency. I do not demand that some people make me happy, for my happiness does not lie in them. If someone were to leave me, I will not feel sorry for myself, for I enjoy the company of people immensely, but my beloved, my true self, does not cling. The beloved one says, I have no fear of losing you, for you aren't an object of my property or anyone else's. You are beloved as you are, without attachment, without fears, without conditions, without egotism. I am not trying to absorb you, conquer you, or own you. I just love you freely because I love your freedom, because you are the beloved, and so am I. What a neat, beautiful definition of that highest love, the goal which I seek to remember and seek to live out. Now, how do I experience that? How do I touch base with it? By knowing it's within me and spending each day sometime recalling it. As much as I like to eat food, I like to remember and remind myself of who I really am, my true happiness. We do this in such things as prayer and meditation. Be still and you will know that I am God, the scriptures say in that old Hebrew psalm. It's being still, not thinking, but just feeling. And it's very hard for a lot of Christians in this country, especially Presbyterians, to stop the thinking and to just be and to experience, to feel. Oh, we don't like that word, but that's what it's all about, isn't it? To feel love, to be loved, to give love. Meditation, it can be so hard. I was reading a book on health. I've been doing that often, and I read one by Dr. Joel Fuhrman, who says that if you're eating bad foods and you're overweight and you have bad blood, as the doctors say, and you're taking some medications to try to make it better, that if you switched from an unhealthy diet to a healthy diet, you will be sick. And it will take about 15 days for you to get through headaches, nausea, can't sleep, upset stomach, upset intestines, achiness, and then you will break through. It's like cleaning out all the poisons of your systems. I suggest try taking 15 days of meditation, say 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the evening, just being still and listening and feeling and sensing that presence, that love. Be still and know that I am God, your higher self, the way that you want to share and to live that with all those who are around you. And then practice and practice it and practice it. Dr. Seuss wrote that famous book in 1960, Green Eggs and Ham, the 4th best all-time seller of children books. What was the plea? What was the theme? Just try it, and you will like it. If you take the time to break from your frenetic living, your constant searching for something to give you lack of boredom and some fun and spark in life, try just being still those 20 minutes morning and night, breathing in love, breathing out love, and see if you don't like it. I'm pretty sure you will. You know, I've tried to golf for the last some 20 years or so. Oh, it's a frustrating sport. It's hard to keep your temper when you think you have mastered it a little bit. And then the ball goes plunk into the water, goes off into the bushes, and you want to give it up, and you want to swear and cuss and say, I'll never do this again. But then if you keep practicing and coming back and forgive yourself and are patient and get lessons from a mentor, a teacher, somebody who has been studying it a little bit longer, you know, it happens, it comes. Well, I'm not an expert, but I now can play with an average pretty well and sometimes a little above average. It's satisfying, but I have to keep working at it. The same way with love, the same way with meditation and prayer, and being kind to your wife and forgiving for yourself and forgiving for those who have hurt you and abused you. Oh, those take lots of practice. But if you do it and you keep at it, you will experience your true higher self that's full and overflowing with love, and you will just naturally begin to want to share it with others. God bless you as you remind yourself of this important truth. Read about love, read that passage from Matthew 22 and many that are in sacred books, and it will come to you. Want it, desire it more than anything else as your goal in life, and it will be. Good day, God bless, and namaste to you, my friends.